What's up guys, Vegan Veggie Bond here. Just wanted to do a quick video about the Newsweek article that just dropped yesterday about dropping the rate of heart disease by 50% in the US with a plant-based diet. And first off, that shit is crazy. And the fact that it hasn't gotten just insane amounts of press is pretty wild. So if you don't know, heart disease kills about 600,000 people a year, over 500,000. 1 in 4 US adults will die from heart disease in their lifetime. That's pretty fucking crazy, right? 1 in 4, it's our top killer. And there are studies now showing that you can completely reverse the progress of heart disease with a plant-based diet. And that really hasn't gotten that much press. And so you have this mass population of people dying from something that's basically preventable, or about 70% if you change over to a plant-based diet. And that's crazy that that's not, being talked about in major news outlets and things like that. Like, how is that not a topic? I wonder, what is it gonna take? Like, is the stigma of being a vegan really worse than heart disease? And if you don't care about yourself, maybe you care about a family member or a neighbor or someone enough to tell them this, because the chances that you know someone with heart disease or who is at risk for heart disease, by the way, if you have high cholesterol, you're at risk for heart disease. Simple as that. So you have all of these people that could be really healed with a plant-based diet, and heart disease is not fun. Heart disease is not a fun way to die. There's no fun way to die, but heart disease is probably one of the least fun. It'll just ruin your life. In the realest way, and it's slow. It's heart disease. It's the slow growth of things in your arteries that shouldn't be there, that grow over 70 years, 60 years, 50 years, until your body starts shutting down because it can't pump blood through your arteries anymore. That's not a good way to go. It's slow and it's painful, and we're gonna watch 1 in 4 people that we know die from that unless something changes. How many people need to cover this study? How many different universities need to do a different headline on a similar study that's gonna get some fucking attention? We could save 300,000 lives a year, and 50%, which is what the Newsweek article references, is actually low. There are other studies that say it's up to 72%. That's crazy. 72%. Off of 600,000, that's 450,000 people we could save every year. And so this is kind of a final plea towards, the human race is if you're not going to do it for the environment, if maybe that's not your thing, you're not interested, that's fine. It's not, but whatever, I respect your opinion, I guess. If you don't care about animals, I get it. I don't, but maybe you'll do it for your own health or the health of your parents or your children. If you're raising children on the standard American diet, you are putting them into a system and developing their taste towards products. Culturally, you're raising them to be okay with these products that are going to give them heart disease in 25% of cases. If you have 4 children, statistically, 1 of them will get heart disease. That's crazy. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I thought the Newsweek article was fine. It was just a simple study reference, but I still don't see an urgency behind this. And you see urgency behind, drunk drivers, and you see an urgency behind opioid addiction and things like that. And you should, because those things are terrible. But they're not affecting numbers like heart disease. Not even close. And it's a simple lifestyle and diet change, and it's really fighting against a very disrupted and incorrect stigma that if you eat a plant-based diet, you're an asshole all of a sudden, that you talk about veganism nonstop, and a lot of vegans do talk about it nonstop because we see statistics like this and we say, holy shit, why is no one listening? And so I would love to kind of get a discussion going where people were honestly interested and at least would consider the possibility of saving a large portion of deaths in the United States. And, you're going to die from something. There's no doubt. But if it's preventable and you can add an extra, 5 years to your life or something like that, why wouldn't you? And it's a simple change. You'll feel better. You'll look better. and you know, your body will operate better. Your blood, which is being pumped thousands of times a day, is going to pump more easily. That's all it is. It's you're going to remove the plaque from your arteries. How can that sound like a bad thing? So anyway, just wanted to kind of, you know, toss this out into the world and see what people think. So yeah, leave me a comment. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Appreciate it.